Black-throated Blue Warblers are a small songbird that are found in the understory of mature woodlands. They are mostly found from the northern half of the Great Lakes east to the Atlantic Ocean. They have a relaxed, perhaps lazy-sounding song that can sound like beer, beer, bees. My name is Rob, and this is Songbirding. I'm at the Lindsay Tract trails late in the afternoon at a time when fewer birds sing. The trailhead is along the busy Highway 6, the only road that runs continuously from one end of the Bruce Peninsula to the other. Although these trails are mostly used by cyclists, I have found this to be a productive location for birding, having found a number of breeding songbird species here over the years.
I'm just going through, make sure stand a white pine into a clearing. There's an open wetland. There's a swamp sparrow ringing. We've also got our red-eyed vireo. Paying a little extra attention to it to make sure it isn't a blue-headed vireo. It sounds red-eyed to me. Blue-eyed vireo is very much more sweet-sounding, or higher-pitched. Hear that ringing? That is a swamp sparrow. I think that may be a legit rattlesnake. Problem is, of course, it's not all that visible. Normally when rattlesnakes rattle on the Bruce Peninsula that I've found, they have been open in the sun. You can see them. This is under some shrubs. This is under some thistles and goldenrod that rattle came from. So that's a Massasauga rattler. So that was interesting. I was just walking along this, it would be a gravel path with really tall wildflowers along each side, which includes mostly white clover, wild parsley, goldenrod, and some kind of thistle. And something was scurrying along underneath one of them, underneath some thistles, trying to get away from me. Okay, what you're hearing in the distance is northern flicker. Anyways, as I was walking along, something scurried a little bit, which is normal. It could have been chipmunk, anything like that. But then there was a rattle. Normally, if I had just heard the rattle, I would have thought it's probably a bug. Some dragonflies sound like that when they take off. A little bit of a buzz. I don't think that's what this was. Just got 3 waxwings flying over. Not really vocalizing though. I think I'm looking at a swamp sparrow up the trail. Yep. Couple swamp sparrows. And a song sparrow as well. Well, I'm gonna move back into the woods again. There's a red-eyed vireo. Typical song. Seems to have stopped. Oh, he's back on now. Now we're walking through maple forest. Canopies may be 70, 80 feet high. I'm going to try to see if there's some black-throated blue warblers. One of the spots I found them before. I think it'd be pretty reliable if you know where they breed. I think I very briefly heard Black-throated Blue Warbler. Singing, but either quietly or far away. Both are possible. Walk slowly, keep an ear open. Here we go. So you can hear lots of red-eyed vireos here. I think I heard Black-throated Blue again. Thinking this trail is turning towards. There it was again. We're heading in that direction. There we go. That wee wee wee. Listen for a moment. So you might have heard me mention before, Black-throated Blue Warbler, Black-throated Green Warbler, they both different songs. There it is again. But they sound like they're coming from the same voice. Black-throated Green Warbler is probably capable of learning that song. If it was raised by green warblers. Sorry, black-throated green. If it was raised by blue warblers. There's a very clear version of the call there. So this sounds loud enough that I should be able to see this bird. Oh, there he is. The thing about the black-throated blue, unlike the black-throated green, they're a very, very dark bird. It's actually difficult to tell that it's blue at all. It really just looks like it's black and white until you get some clear photos. The back is more of a gray blue than a bright blue. It is a dark slaty grayish blue. And without amazing lighting, it doesn't photograph very well. Even with amazing lighting, it doesn't photograph very well. So I'm just watching him straight above me almost. Singing on a fairly large branch. Branch is thicker than he is wide. I must say I accomplished my mission here of finding one of these. And hearing it sing. I think he's noticed me now. He's switched branch suddenly. He's still singing. He's not ticking though. Flying about a bit, catching bugs, picking them off leaves. It's maple tree he's in right now. So he has a slight, and all black-throated blues have this, they have a small little white spot on their wing, which is how you can identify a female. They're fairly drab, but they have a white patch on the wing, a little square, a little tiny square rectangle. No other warbler has that. He seems to have moved on. No longer singing, it sounds like. I think I'll move on too. Okay, we're getting near the road, but we have something interesting singing here. I believe we have a pine warbler. We'll see if this... There we go. So, pine warbler. I want to compare it to a swamp sparrow. Swamp sparrow is a lot more ringy. Sometimes the pine warbler starts soft, goes louder then softer. Sometimes it starts strong and then goes lighter, just fades out. You hear it's much softer, it's not like a bell ringing. And we're right at the parking lot here too. So that's why it's a bit louder here. I'm gonna redo that because of the... So what we're hearing here is a pine warbler in a red pine. So this pine warbler in the red pine is next to Highway 6. So this is pretty loud. Thankfully it's not like a 400 series highway or something. This is a highway with intermittent traffic. We can get a few seconds of quiet to hear this pine warbler. Mostly yellow bird. Sticks to the tops of these pines. These can be confused with swamp sparrow song, very similar. Chipping sparrow song, very similar. Possibly a worm-eating warbler song.
In just over an hour at the Lindsay Tract, I've observed 31 species, 6 of which I got clear audio recordings. You can see a complete checklist with audio clips at the website songbirding.com. Songbirding, the Bruce Peninsula, was recorded, engineered, narrated, and created by me, Rob Porter, with Creative Commons music from Scott Buckley.